wasn't without a fight. We share these scars, but they won't keep us out of sight. We're all dreamers, dreaming of a good life, but there's nothing that nice on the cards for us. It's alright though, cause we can have a good time, and we don't worry if it's dangerous. So take this ride and hold on tight. We're gonna live forever now, and side by side, we don't need light. We're gonna live forever now. You feel that touch and all the love in
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Motive Racing channel for some more action here tonight on our Saturday night programme here on the PlayStation 4 platform here on Project Cars 2. My name's Andy, I'm joined in the commentary box tonight by Dan Davis once again. Dan, welcome along.
Evening, Andy. Welcome. Thank you for having me. I'm a little bit tired this morning, tripping over my words, but it's nice to be back again. Nice to see some GT3 action. I'm in the mood for some GT3s tonight. I was in some fun public lobbies just before I came in and joined you guys, so I'm in the mood to see some good hard racing in GT3s tonight. How are you doing?
Yeah, very much in the same boat, Dan. I'm looking forward to seeing these guys putting these GT3 cars through their paces around what is essentially Suzuka here in the Sakitto on Project Cars 2. I mean, it's with a few little adjustments here and there, this is pretty much the same circuit as the Suzuka GP circuit, so I'm very much excited and in the mood, as you say, for this to see these guys absolutely going at it. We're just hearing our producer in the background just trying to say something. What's that, G? Oh, yep, so it's been reminded by our producer to make sure that my Discord's on Do Not Disturb, because otherwise you can hear my notifications going in the background, so thank goodness for that's been amended now. We've also been joined on the track by Emo Guy as well. Ian is out there, so that's good to see. He was running a little bit late here for this practice session, but it's great to have him out on the track, and he'll also be joining me in the box for the LMP2s pretty shortly, so yeah, great to see Ian out there. Got Boostin on the track as well, Boostin driving in his second race of the season here. But Dan, obviously early stages of this practice session, but I know that you've been keeping an eye on these guys over the last couple of weeks. Who's your money on for tonight here in Japan?
I've really been trying to learn the names as well, so if I do mess up anyone's names, I do apologise. I'm trying my best. I'm really rating Matt Garcia at the minute. He seems to be very consistent, especially when we did Imola. He was very consistent. So I'm rating Mate Garcia. You should see the obvious guys like BT Targa as well should be up there. Emo Guy will be up there. Fury, but I'm gonna put my money on Mate Garcia tonight. I don't know why. I've got this feeling that he's gonna be strong tonight. I probably just cursed him now, but
well, I understand exactly what you mean, Dan, because last week at Imola he actually ran away with the sprint race. He was dominant in that one. He won it by quite some margin. And the feature race, unfortunately for him, he did get caught up in a few incidents. We see Opar there getting all sorts of out of shape coming to the last turn. That's definitely going to compromise him as he starts his first flying lap of the session. But yeah, you've definitely got a point there. Mate Garcia, more than capable of being up there fighting at the sharp end. Currently coming through turns 1 and 2. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on him, see how he gets on here in this one. Also the guys to look out for, BT Targa, who, as we know, flying high in the championship, doing a fantastic job so far this season. And he's going to gain many, many points here on his championship rival Sebas Stefano, with Sebas being currently absent from this one due to competing in the Logitech World Finals, the final ever esports event on Project Cars 2. So best of luck to Sebas Stefano in that one. He's going to, I think, pretty much put a nail in his GT3 hopes of Motive Racing for this season, but it's more, I suppose, he's for a good cause there. So best of luck to Sebas, as I said, and BT Target,
good luck, mate. Very good. The one other driver that I forgot to mention that could be keep an eye on is Maze Gamer. He did very well in the race 2 at LMP2, and as you can see now, he's gone fastest. So Maze Gamer is another one to keep your eye on in that number 16 Mercedes.
Yeah, he really is. He was so strong in that feature race. BT Targa was the only one who could really get on the same page as him. So it's going to be an interesting duel between these guys. Mace Gamer though, it's a shame he really joined midway through the season, because if he didn't, I'm sure he would be up there in the points, giving it a good go with BT Targa and Sebas going a little bit wide there at the top of the hill to complete the first sector there. The S section in Suzuka, very challenging here for these drivers. And we're just going to go very quickly to a quick animation here for the grid order for tonight's sprint race, guys. So starting on the front row here tonight at Sakitto, we have got Nando and Spliffmeister. No, sorry, I do apologise, that's not correct. It is Boosted and Smoky Devil lining up at the front, Sim Race Trainer Nando. Then on the third row, we've got DJ Phil and Spliffmeister. 7th and 8th we got Mr. Rogie and Mate Garcia. Then in 9th and 10th we've got last week's feature race winner Mace Gamer in 9th, Fury lining up alongside her in 10th place. 11th and 12th Ian and Ogbar, 2 staff members here in Motive Racing's Discord. At 13th and 14th we've got Rompu and BT Targa. We've got one extra tonight, racing as a reserve. I believe that to be Mace Gamer. Oh no, it's not Mace Gamer, I do apologise. He's a regular driver. So we've got, that 15 driver is actually unorthodox, so sorry about that, that's Dan, who's number 15. He's obviously commentating alongside me. No, don't apologise.
My apologies, guys, don't worry, I am not racing you guys, you're all perfectly safe, I'm not racing tonight.
Dan only apologised in there because of me getting slightly confused, but not his fault at all, very much my bad, that one. Mace Gamer.
I apologise to the drivers as well, because they probably don't want to race me anyway, so...
No, we racing you in the LMP2, so they've better practice. They're going to get some practice in, I suppose.
Yeah, they don't want to worry too much, so...
Oh, well, you're currently leading the LMP2. If you didn't already know, guys, Unorthodox, otherwise known as Dan, who's next to me right now, is actually going to be racing in the LMP2s later on, and he's leading the championship in that one after 3 rounds. He's got a 24-point lead, I think, over Ben Parkey in
Something
the championship.
like that, yeah.
So, Dan, you're looking very good in the standings. I want to grab a quick word about what you think about. My words aren't coming to me tonight. They're really not.
Neither are mine, to be fair, mate.
No, it's just I know what I'm trying to say, but I just can't find the words. I want to grab a quick summary as to what you're expecting tonight in the LMP2s, and what your hopes. What's the target?
Well, LMP2s tonight will be at Silverstone, so a circuit that I'm not 100% happy with, but hey, we've got to deal with what we got. I was confident at the start of the week, but after I've heard a few lap times, I'm a little bit not as confident now, because I haven't put any practice in. I've been doing other sort of things. So
we see Mace Gamer there, clouting the wall and smashing into the barriers there. Our current provisional pole sitter. Sorry, Dan. So not the most practice for you over this last week then. So would a podium be a reasonable target for you in this one?
I'm just trying to keep that points gap to Ben Parkey as low as possible. I know he's going to be fast. I know he's going to be chasing me down points wise. So as long as I can keep that points deficit low, then that's the goal. I know I won't do well at Silverstone. I know the likes of Ugbar, who's racing in here, Fury, and a couple others who are racing in here can also lap as quickly as myself and Ben. So it's all to play for, and like I said, the lap times are very similar. So I've just seen that BT Targa has just gone wide, coming towards the end of the sector there. It's difficult. It's going to be difficult for me to keep on top of what you're saying. My stream is running a bit behind, but I'll try my best to see what's going on. I got Nando and Emo Guy quite close to each other as they come into the final part of the circuit. But yeah, LMP2 should be interesting as Nando goes really wide and takes out a sign.
Yeah, I think he was trying to find a way past Ian there. I don't know if Ian just got around him, but these guys are definitely giving it everything. They're coming over the line to start their final lap of the session. Let's see what the lap times are. I think they're going to be slightly off on what we've already seen. Ian crosses the line, can't improve on his time. So these guys stay 8th and 9th respectively at the moment here in this session.
It's an interesting circuit, this circuit.
It is. It's a challenging one. It's quite fast in sections. You've got the flat out left-hander of 130R. You need to make sure that it's either got the car nicely set up for that one, but equally you've got the S's here at the start of the lap, uphill, very tricky. You need to, car placement is absolutely everything around this part of the track. You need to maximise the radius coming through the corners, but Nando's currently such behind you. It looks like he gets a little bit wide there onto the grass, just about keeps it pointing on the race stuff, but that was pretty close there. And Ian looks like he gets a bit wide coming into Degner 1, but Nando follows suit. So
I'm just watching Smokey coming to finish his lap now.
Here he is, Smokey Devil, coming into the last corner. It's flat out in this GT track, obviously. In the F1 track it's a chicane. Roger that. So guys, in a few moments time we're going to just go to a very short break before we get going for the sprint race of the evening. It's going to be a reverse grid based on the championship standings, so the guys who are lower down the order in the championship will be getting a slight head start at the start of this race. Here we go guys, so we're just going to take a short break. Welcome along guys, so that was a fantastic montage that was made by one of our admins and co-owner of Motive Racing, the only G, during the week. What a brilliant piece of art that is. But we're about to go racing here at Sakitto, for round 4 of the season here at Motive Racing in the GT3 Super League. It's a sprint race, as I said, a reverse championship order grid based on the World Championship standings. So the guys who are further down the order are going to be starting this one at the front. We're going to have one formation lap to get ourselves in order, and then we will be green for the start of the race. It's going to be 10 racing laps here, and we've got, I'm also joined in the commentary box by Dan as well. Obviously he was talking during that practice session. See some good times coming in there, Dan, and very solid time from Maze Gamer to top the order, but do we think he's going to continue on in that form during this race?
Should be very interesting to see how the top guys can get through the pack. Obviously this sprint race is in reverse championship order, so the top guys will have to work their way through as quickly as they can. As we can see now, they're synced up and ready to be sorted into order, but mate Garcia is my man for this race. I'm going to keep an eye on him, but it should be interesting to see how these guys get on, especially Maze Gamer, BT Targa, the rest of those top guys who are fighting for the championship need to push their way through without getting caught up in too much incidents.
Absolutely. Me personally, for this one, I'm going to go for Maze Gamer as my pick. Last time out in the sprint race, he disconnected on the formation lap. In the end, took the feature race, but by that point, obviously, didn't get to race in the sprint. Just hearing the producer in the background in my ear, just so we're just going to quickly go back to the grid order here, guys. So I believe it's about to pop up on the screen in front of you. Just going to get the green light when it's ready to roll. Fires the grid order up. Yeah, we'll have to penalise him there. So ladies and gentlemen, the grid order for this one's supposed to be boosted 9.5 on P1 with Smoky Devil, so those guys have got it absolutely nailed. Sim Race Train and Nando 3rd and 4th, then Spliffmeister in 5th. DJ Phil is supposed to be in 6th, it looks like he's unfortunately consuming his dinner for this one, so he will not be present for this sprint race. We've got Opa for some reason running around in 6th, even though he's supposed to be in 11th.
I believe the guy behind me passed.
Well, with the absence of DJ Phil, that would be promoted to 11th, but it appears that he was, for some reason, running in 6th. But Mr. Rogi is supposed to be in 7th, and he's currently running in 7th. Maybe Oakbar's just trying to save the blushes of the guys who further down the order. Maybe he's just trying to occupy that spot. I assume he's trying to. Yeah. No, the reason why he was doing that was just to save the confusion. I think he didn't want other people to get confused. So I think we're all in order now. So Boosting's going to lead us down towards 130 yard, and once we come out of the final corner, he'll be free to put his foot to the floor, and we'll be green for the start of this race. Right.
So
I've got 14 people in this lobby. 13 of whom were already on time. No offence. So here we go then.
So I believe Boost can go at any time from the last corner until the start-finish line, so he controls the pace as he comes around the final corner now, so he gets to choose when he wants to go. And I believe he's gone now, so Boost is gone.
Here we go, so we're on the way. There's already a collision in the background there. Looks like somebody's gone round. What is going on there? And Mate Garcia already into the barriers. Disaster of a start for him. Boosting, loses Hill going up towards turn 1. Smoking over in the second place. We've got Sim Race Train trying to fend off Nando as they come into the corner. Looks like Spliffmeister had a little look to the inside. He's spun smoothly round. There's contact between Sim Race Train and Spliffmeister, and it looks like Nando, sorry, I do apologise, it was Nando, not Sim Race Train. But in the end, those guys carrying on as they were. It looks like Spliffmeister's dropped back and bounced down to 6th place here. Mace Gamer's up into 5th. Fury then, Emo Guy in 8th place. We've got Oakbar, Rompu, BT Target, Mr. Rogi and Mate Garcia after that spin coming out onto the pit straight. He's already at the back of the field there, Dan.
See, I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have picked
someone. Nando's onto the gravel. He's well out wide and he's lost positions there to Spliffmeister, Fury and Ian. It looks like Rompu's going to come through as well. No. And BT Target also up into 9th place there. So Nando having an absolute torrid start to this race. He's dropping place after place after place. And you can see there that Oakbar getting up into 11th to Mr. Rogi. And it looks like Fury's round. Fury's at a spin coming out of Degner 2. I don't know what happens to Fury there, but he's dropping back into the clutches of Mate Garcia. So these two having the most calamitous of opening laps here at Suzuka. What is going on here in this sprint race? There's been carnage on this first lap.
It's really tight at the front, Andy. I think you should be keeping an eye on what's going on in the front, because Smoky Devil is holding up everyone. Maze Gamer has had an absolute flyover start and is making a move on Smoky Devil now into the inside, coming up to 130 yard. He's got that move done even before the corner. Boost is still out in front, but he hasn't managed to pull away. Maze Gamer is hunting him down, and look how much he's got up. He's had to brake, and Smoky Devil's gone right round the outside. A flash of lights, I don't know what that was for, but now we've also got Spliffmaster getting involved as well. These four all tight, battling for the front. Maze Gamer looks like he has so much more pace than the rest of the guys in front of him. He has to just get past Boost and then that's it. But he's got a run now, he's got an amazing run. That Mercedes is quick, he's looking to the inside and he gets the job done as long as he keeps it under control.
He just keeps it together there, done great stuff there from Maze Gamer.
Smoky Devil gone very wide there.
Smoky Devil, yep, he's got that move. Smoky up into 3rd place. Ian's made a good start to this race. He's up into 5th place already. Sim Race Train in 6th. We've got BT Targa running in 7th place at the moment. He's got that position done on Nando and Rompu. Nando's recovered up to 8th place after that not so great start, went very wide. And looks like Boosted at the moment. What's happened to Boosted? He's down to 11th place. He's had a spin there coming through the S's, and he's going to drop down to last place now. Fury and Mate Garcia both ahead of Boosted. Disaster of a start to this race for Boosted after not so bad of a first lap. Maze Gamer leading this race, having made some fantastic progress instantly, as soon as he got off the line, pretty much, he was making gains here in this race. Spliffmeister currently running in second place. Ian's got himself up into third place, ahead of Sim Race Train. It looks like BT Target's all over the back of Sim Race Train now, in a battle for fourth place. We've got Nando in sixth, then Rompu running in third place.
BT has dropped it, BT Target's dropped it, Nando as well!
BT Target's lost it, oh no, he catches Nando up as well. So Nando caught up in BT Target's incident there. I was just about to say there, Dan, that Ogbar's got up ahead of Rompu, but he's immediately surrendered that position back to him. So Rompu's back up into fifth place there. But Maze Gamer leading this race by 2 seconds at the moment to Spliffmeister. Ian in third place at the moment with Sim Race Train not too far behind him. But Ogbar there, you see in sixth place. Rogi Devil 7, BT Target now got Mr. Ogi right off his chuff here in his battle for 8th place. What disaster there for BT Target. He was making some good progress up until that point.
Yeah, just trying too hard at the minute, and with it being night as well, and the autumn conditions, I think everyone's just struggling to keep nice hot temperatures into their tyres. But Maze Gamer is pulling away. He's got into the lead. He's done an amazing job getting through the pack, and now he's just pulling away from Spliffmaster. Emo guy as well. Ian done a great recovery, staying out of the way, not getting involved in anyone's accidents, and has managed to get himself onto that podium position. But not what BT Targa could do with right now. He's lost out so much. We got someone around. Who's that? Ugbar's gone round.
Oh no,
Ugbar was doing well as well.
Yeah, he's down to 10th place now by the looks of it. I don't know if he's retired from the race. We're trying to pick him up. There we go. He's keeping it going. But Mate Garcia has got ahead of him up into 10th place. That's not what Ugbar would have wanted at all in the early stages of this sprint race. But we've got currently Maze Gamer leading this race by 2 seconds at the moment to Spliffmeister. Maze Gamer has stayed out of trouble so far. And he's currently reaping the benefits. 2.5 seconds is his gap. Looks like Ian's not really making the inroads on Spliffmeister that he would want to. Currently in second and third places, these two. Sim Race Train now falling back into touches of Rompu here. Let's run a bob with Rompu and see what he's seeing. You can see Sim Race Train there just up ahead of him. Sim Race Train, I've seen some of his videos over the week. He live streams his races over on his YouTube channel. Great to hear his perspective on last week's race at Imola and follow it first hand. He also races in our ACC league as well, GT3 tomorrow, 6 PM GMT if you're around. But currently Rompu trying to get this move done on Sim Race Train. He's got the slipstream coming up towards 130R, but he's not really close enough to go for the move at the moment. BT Targa currently closing up onto the back of Smoky Devil. This is for 6th and 7th. Nando there in 8th after the calamitous opening couple of laps for him. We got Mate Garcia trying to make inroads here up into 9th place after that spin coming out of the last turn to start the race when we went green light. We've got Ogbar running in 10th place at the moment, Boost in there in 11th, Mr. Ogi and Fury in 12th and 13th. A horrible start to the race for those two guys.
Yeah, Fury's really struggling here at this circuit. He doesn't seem to be in his usual pace. I don't know if that Lambo isn't set up for him around here, but yeah, BT's now starting to make some recovery. He's right onto the back of Smoky Devil now. He just needs to try and get past him as smoothly and as cleanly as possible without any issues. And yeah, Mate Garcia is starting to make some progress as well at the back, but I think I need to stop predicting people because whoever I predict seems to have a torrid start to the race. So I'm sorry, Mate Garcia. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, you definitely put
but
the
I've just noticed.
Rompu's up into 4th.
Just noticed, Andy. I've noticed even more that Spliffmaster has caught right up to Maze Gamer right now. He's only 5 tenths behind now. Maze Gamer had a massive lead and now it's gone right down. What's happened here?
Seems like Rompu's holding it around the outside there of Sim Race Train. He's got like the 4th place now. Sim Race Train's put it through. It's absolutely full here at Smoky Devil. And Smoky Devil hits the back of him and he's round. Smoky into the wall there. He was trying to find a way around him, but he just couldn't be patient enough. And it looks like Smoky is... Has he been caught up with... Oh, Smoky Devil has just...
Smoky came across
rejoined the track in an absolutely madman fashion.
BT Targa's dropped it.
BT Targa had a spin. What's going on here? He's lost it coming through Spoon. And it looks like he's just about getting it going once again, but he's lost time to Sim Race Train. Now 8 seconds behind him. What is going on with BT Targa? In the background there you can see Nando driving around with one headlight. He's obviously had a hefty whack in the wall. You can see the right hand side of that car, the right front bumper, is having a little bit of a mad one. In the meantime, we can see Boostin and Ogbar going for the It looks like Boostin's got a position at the moment, currently with no headlights on the front of that car, so he's going to be struggling with visibility while he's in clear air. Ogbar looking to the inside of 130R. He has to back out of that one. It looks like we've got Mate Garcia trying to get him up with this action as well. He's looking to the outside here. Oh, there's a big collision there between Mate Garcia and... Is that Mate Garcia? No, it's Smoky Devil involved once again, and Ogbar They're caught up in that one. It looks like the Flying Dutchman is round and down to last place here in this race. Oh no. Ogbal once again falling foul of some horrible luck. It was on the exit of 130R. We just saw a car flying up in the air. I didn't actually see what happened. Maybe
sorry to interrupt, Andy, but Swiftmaster is literally right onto the back of Maze Gamer now. He's literally on his back bumper.
Swiftmaster's having an absolute hell of a race in this one, Dan. Absolutely brilliant driving.
He's really hounding Maze Gamer. I don't really putting him under pressure. I've just been watching these two's gap, and it was like 2-second gap, and Swiftmaster has dropped it all the way down to 4/10. But yes, Smoky Devil really needs to be a bit more careful when he returns back to the track.
Oh, he's going to make the move on the inside of Spoon here, and he's got it done. Is Maze Gamer going to see him on the inside? It looks like Swiftmeister has got that move done. He's up into lead, but it looks like Maze Gamer's going to try and out-drag him here. Coming down this back straight up towards 130. Oh, this is going to be so tight. Who is going to back out of this one? Maze Gamer in the Merc AMG out-drags him. They're both in the Merc AMG, so technically they should have a similar speed. But it looks like Maze Gamer's held on to that one. Fantastic racing here.
Oh, that reminded me of Fernando Alonso and Michael Schumacher going up to 130.
Yes,
oh my god. Wow. That Maze Gamer has got some sort of setup that helps him keeps that straight line speed, because that Merc is fast in the straight line.
I don't know how he's dealing with all the ballast in that car with balls of steel like that. That is absolutely fantastic from Maze Gamer there.
Wow, Maze.
Turn your mic on. We're just heard in the background there saying that Maze Gamer's on-track etiquette, Dan, has really improved since he's joined.
Very much so. Very much so. He's really impressing me right now. He's really holding up to the pressure of Swiftmaster and giving the space that Swiftmaster needs. And he's just gone wide, Maze Gamer. So that gives Swiftmaster just a little bit of a sniff up the inside. But he just needs to calm down a little bit. He's getting a little bit rugged and a bit messy with his driving. Just focus on what you're doing, Maze, and you can hang on in there. But Swiftmaster really pressurising him into making some mistakes.
But this slightly rugged driving here from Maze Gamer is very understandable, because he is really coming under the cosh from this man Spliffmeister, who I don't know where this pace has come from, but he's certainly put in the work over the last week here around this Sakitto track, because he is flying. Just as I say that, he backs off a bit coming through this middle sector. He may have had a slowdown there coming through that section, because he's dropped now down to 2.5 seconds behind Maze Gamer. But Spliffmeister is really impressing me tonight. I don't know what he's done over the past week, but he's really coming on in this GT3 series. Only joined a couple of weeks ago, so he's still getting up to speed. But
I mean, we saw his. They can hear me on
that.
now.
It seems to suit his track.
We've got Simrace Train trying to fend off Rompu at the moment as well.
We saw Spliffmaster's true pace in the 8v8 versus Simplay, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. And he actually improved a lot, because at the start of that practice session, he was about 3 seconds.
I was just watching Rompu attacking Simplay.
Oh, somebody's in the barrier right now. There's a Mercedes in the barrier on the exit of 130R, and that's Ogbar. I just saw on the onboard from Simrace Train, somebody was on the barriers, and that was Ogbar. It looks like he's called it a day here in this sprint race, so he's obviously not happy with the car in some way or another, and Ogbar is out of this race.
There's a tight fight right now, Andy, between BT Targa, Simrace and Rompu. They're really tight.
A little look to the inside, but he's a little bit too far back to know. Oh no, he's going to put it down the inside. Great stuff there from BT Targa. Simrace Train gives him the space on the inside, and that is BT Targa up into 5th place. Good driving from both of those guys there.
I'm just going to have a look through the comments of the stream. It's nice to see that Fury's granddad's here, supporting him again.
Fury's granddad.
Who else we got here? We got Champ 12343. Nothing better to do on a weekend and then have a double header of racing. It's good to have you in here, mate.
Even though, don't do it, Andy. What's Fury's granddad?
Jamie Brazy, who races in Simplay, I believe.
He does.
He says he hates this track, and I'll tell you what, mate, I totally agree with you. I'm not a fan of this track either, but these guys are really... go on, Andy.
No, I was just chipping in. Carry on.
yeah. Ugbar has also written in here that he was blind without any lights. That's probably why.
That's understandable. Yeah, that's understandable there for Ugbar. We're currently watching BT Targa. Oh, it looks like Rompu's made a mistake coming through Spoon, and he's sideways there, and that's allowed Simrace Train up into 5th place. So Rompu there just getting a little bit too excited, getting onto the pedal, and that's dropped him back down to 6th place here in this race. Couple of seconds off of BT Targa and Simrace Train.
Yeah, it looks like Maze Gamer is now sorted out his little mistakes and is now back on decent pace. Now he's got a bit of clean air between him and Swiftmaster. BT Targa has now cleared those two guys, but I think it's too little too late now. It's 10 seconds back from Emo Guy, who's doing really well, as always, doing a nice consistent drive and really getting to grips with that GTR. The more and more I see him driving this GTR, the more and more he's getting better in it.
Yeah, he is. Emo Guy is improving every single time I see him out on the track. Currently running the podium spot at the moment, just under 10 seconds off of Maze Gamer, but Maze Gamer's looking in imperious form tonight, so is Swiftmeister, to be fair. But yeah, great to see Ian going around doing a great job tonight. BT Targa could maybe be up there fighting with the two front guys if he hadn't run into so many issues in this race. He's just really hasn't had it full for him tonight. The rub of the green has certainly not gone here, not been with him. That makes no sense whatsoever, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
Hasn't had the rub of the green, I should say. But
No.
yeah, it's just been a horror show of a race for him. It really has.
It has, but the man who has got all the green at the minute is Maze Gamer in his green Mercedes, who's currently leading at the minute and is lapping consistently with Swiftmaster. Emo Guy and BT Targa don't seem to be making any inroads on these guys, and Simrace and Rompu seem to have just eked out, particularly after Rompu made that slight mistake into Spoon. But it's all quiet now. Everyone's kind of spread out evenly. We've only got one person with a penalty at the minute, which was Nando, who's the only one with a penalty at this stage. Don't know how long a penalty it is. I'll have a look. He's got a second penalty at this minute, so he's got to make up a lot of time.
Yeah, it's a long way back for him, and obviously made that mistake, went very wide on the opening lap of the race. So it kind of, I think it's just been a knock-on effect from that. Really, he hasn't been able to recover. He was in a rut from the early stages of this one. We've got Boostin currently with Fury closing in on him a little bit. Fury last time around we gained 5 seconds on him, so Boostin's got to watch out. Fury definitely on a charge here at the end of this race, but it's not been the sprint race that Fury would have wanted. We saw him going round in the first couple of laps on the exit of Degner 2, so he may be struggling a little bit in that Lamborghini tonight. We see here just coming up on somebody. Actually, Mate Garcia has had a moment there. Yeah, Mate Garcia's obviously had a spin coming through the last section, and we'll see there that's Boosting ahead of him now. Fury's going to look to the outside, coming up towards turn 1. Is Mate Garcia going to try and fight him on the brakes? Mate Garcia has to back out on that one. They both go wide. Oh no! So obviously Mate Garcia has copied Fury's braking point, or well, actually it looks like Mate Garcia's waited for him. So it looked on the live feed like they both outbraked themselves, but possibly there was contact. I think it seemed to be, but there might have been.
I don't believe there was. I think Fury must have believed that he was still side by side with Mate Gamer, so he braked late trying to outbrake him, but didn't actually realise that Mate Gamer had pulled in behind him. So, hello Fury, we see you flashing. But
hey, look at
but yeah, stop flashing and start driving, mate. But I think he thought he was side by side with him and then misjudged his braking, and then I think Mate Garcia just did exactly the same, and they both went into the gravel.
Absolutely, it's just one of those things where you automatically follow what the guy in front of you does, and unfortunately they both ended up having an excursion. Meanwhile, battle at the front, 3.3 seconds separating Maze Gamer and Swiftmeister at the moment, and these guys very much evenly matched still in this race. Just under 3 seconds now, the gap between Maze Gamer and Swiftmeister. Swiftmeister's just responded a little bit here in the first sector, and Maze Gamer's pretty much got this one all under control. I don't want to put the commentator's curse on him, but I can't see Swiftmeister making inroads on him here in the end of it, on this last lap. It's been a great drive from Maze Gamer.
Very much so. These guys have been lapping consistently well and staying out of trouble, and Swiftmaster has really impressed me tonight, and I know he's impressed you as well. So seeing him battling hard with Maze Gamer, and he's still catching up to him, so it's been good to see these Mercedes boys pull away. Emo Guy, again, doing as he always does, is nice and consistent, staying out of trouble, and he's in a podium position. So it's nice to see that Emo Guy is making some, and just BT Targa, man, what could have been if he didn't get caught up in so much trouble. He could have been much better.
Minus a rear spoiler as well there for BT Targa, so not been the easiest one. What's that?
I was just reading Fury's friend there.
Flashes.
Well, I've given my throne to Fury,
yeah.
But here comes Maze Gamer now.
Yeah, he's going to take the win here in this one. Brilliant drive from Maze Gamer. controlled this one from the front, and for once my prediction comes true as well there. I bet on him and he wins. Fury's Grandad,
Yeah.
are you watching? Look at this is a turnout for the
emo guy coming. As we see emo guy coming around the corner now to finish in 3rd place in the Nissan GTR. Great drive from Ian there. And I just dropped my phone.
Whoopsie. BT Tiger coming over the line to finish in 4th place there. Good drive from him. Good comeback after a very difficult start to the race. Sim Race Train's going to come around in 5th in the end, holding off Rompu. Those two had a great battle for 5th place, and in the end Sim Race Train bringing that one home. Some solid points for him. Rompu comes over in 6th place. We've got Nando finishing in 7th place there. It's going to come around. What? We don't. Not finished yet. We're finished till 10.
Are you going to tell me when you finish?
Finish his run as well, flashing the lights.
We've got a new Wi-Fi, guys, so we just got to make sure that's installed at some point, but obviously, hopefully not now. Boostin coming over in 9th, Mate Garcia completing the top 10. We've got Mr. Rogi in 11th place, solid from him after a few issues in that race. Opar is not going to get points, I don't think, because he retired halfway through the race, so, well, he's actually continued on, but I don't think he's going to pick up enough points. He comes round to finish in 12th place. Absolutely fantastic stuff there, guys. So 21 people watching on YouTube, a big thank you to all you guys. Please drop a like on this video. Let's get those 21 likes on this video if we can, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy what you're watching, and if you want to get involved, then go to motivracing.com. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be back in a few moments time for the feature race qualifying session. 15 minutes. All of these guys are able to qualify. It's going to be a straight up battle in that one, so stay tuned. Back in 2 minutes.
We know that life is hard. Now
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Motive Racing channel. For the feature race qualifying session here, we saw an absolutely phenomenal sprint race a few moments ago, and we're back for some more action here. A 15-minute qualifying session, all of these guys out on the track, able to qualify for this one. So it's going to be absolutely fascinating to see who are the quick guys in this qualifying session over one lap. Looking forward to this one. Got guys like Mate Garcia, who I'm sure will be wanting to bounce back after such a difficult start to that sprint race. This man was the tip of unorthodox for that one, so hopefully he will be restoring some pride here in this race. We got Sim Race Train out on the track at the moment, Spliffmeister, Mr. Rogi likewise, and Nando. These four guys are first down onto the track for this feature race qualifying session. I want to say again guys, if you liked what you see, or if you liked what you saw in that sprint race, then make sure you drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to get involved in the on-track action, go to motiveracing.com. That will be your ticket to some of the cleanest, fastest sim racing on the PlayStation 4 network. But with that being said, I'm sure we've got an absolute blinder of a feature race coming up, and at a very nice track as well here in Suzuka.
It should be very interesting to see who's going to be on top of this qualifying session.
Oh, yeah.
Maze Gamer, I'm pretty sure, will be on top as he's shown in the sprint race. I'm scared to make predictions now because my predictions tend to end up in people in trouble. So, Mate Garcia, you're safe because I'm not going to pick you today. I want to see you come flying through. You'll win now, yeah.
Andy's transferred the curse over to you, Dan.
Wow. Well, whoever wants me commentating now, they'll just know they'll get cursed by me. So
yeah,
I have the power.
Fury,
I've got my money on you.
No, Fury's Granddad's not going to like that.
I know. That's what
You're carrying my curse. Fury's Granddad, you know that if I back Fury now, he's going to win. Because that sprint race.
Well, there we go. I'm gonna put my money on Maze Gamer, and you're gonna put your money on Fury. Yeah, let's go for that.
Fury for the win here, guys. I reckon he's got this one in the bag. He's clearly a class act. He's got the pace over the rest of these guys out on track in this one. Can't really see past Fury in this one.
But in all serious, I think it's going to be Maze Gamer going to be at the top there. With also Spliffmaster showing great performance also in the sprint race. So should be those two for the top two, I reckon. But don't ever discount BT Targa. He seems to be once he gets a bit of clear air, he will be in the zone and as quick as the leading two.
Absolutely, I think he's just keep himself dialed in, and he'll be very much in with a shout in this one. We see L Brown in the comments saying, "You can do it, BT Targa." BT Targa didn't have the greatest of sprint races, came fourth in the end after a few mistakes, dropped him down the order. He's a championship leader in the GT3 here at Motive Racing, and he will gain lots of points on his championship.
He's very popular in the chats as well.
He is. He's always got people supporting him. WB, BT, and L Brown all very much getting behind their man here tonight, and he delivered the goods. Oh, is he?
Oh.
And BT has got to be one of his, I would imagine one of his colleagues, I guess. L Brown, not sure.
But all in all, he seems to have a lot of support in the comments, so big up BT Targa.
Absolutely, yeah. And also BT Targa, we've spoken behind the scenes in DMs on Discord, and he always gets lots of his family and friends watching our streams, so big up BT Targa, thank you very much for that. And also welcome to anybody who is getting behind BT Targa. If you haven't already said hello in the comment section.
BT is his wife.
BT. BT is his
so we've got the son, we've got the wife.
Brilliant.
That's brilliant.
Brilliant
yeah.
stuff. And we've got one of his mates, L Brown, as well, so BT Targa very much.
Gotta love the family support. Fury has his family support with him all the time, so... I've just seen, Andy, that Nando has set the pace of 1:43.7, so that's the pace you got to chase after, guys.
Very nice there from Nando. That's sort of come out of nowhere because we saw him having a very difficult race as Dan drops his phone on the floor once again, but Nando brings it into the pits. We've got Sim Race Train there, running in third. Oh, boy, like he's gone P2 with that last lap, just 0.4 of a second off of the top time being set by Nando, so very nice time there from the Flying Dutchman.
And in the info feed, I've just noticed that Swiftmaster's lap time has been deleted, so he will not. So he must have been on a good lap time, but obviously because he's been going over track limits, it will not count. So, what we can do on this lap?
Absolutely, I'm sure we'll get more opportunities here in this session, but Swiftmeister came P2 in the sprint race earlier on. Really
got
did
Emo guy coming into the
worry
final
about.
corner.
See what Ian can do. He's coming through 130 now, up towards this flat out right hand of the last corner. Obviously in the F1 it's a chicane. Maze Game has just gone pole, guys, just keeping an eye on that top left hand corner. He's done a 42.4. Let's see what Ian can do as he comes over the line. He comes over now and he goes P5 with that lap. A little way off of the provisional pole time being set by Maze Gamer at the moment. Nando second, Ugbar third, and Sim Race Train completes the top 4 at this point. But early doors here in this feature race qualifying session, we're watching Sim Race Train just coming out of the last corner now, foot to the floor. Sim Race Train streams his races live to his YouTube channel. Always talks us up in his race reviews as well. Improves his lap time by 2/10 there. Dips into the 144. Spliffmeister goes P2 on that lap. 43.4 from him. Still going around as well, so he's going to be wanting to chip away at that fastest time he's at Maze Gamer. And BT Target's just gone P2 there with that last lap.
Wow, only 700s.
Yeah, very close at the moment.
Very, very
Win
close.
BT
And he's got
Target.
Maze Gamer. Got Maze Gamer following him around.
BT has got his wife, his 2 sons, and his friend all in the comments section. So great to see BT Target bringing along.
Wow, I wish
the
I had that
audience
much
tonight.
support. The only support I ever get in my races is my cat sitting there staring at me.
I can just about get my nan to watch some of the race.
We've just seen as well, Fury's mum is in the chat. Hello, Fury's mum. Welcome to the stream. As always, she comes in and she's going to take part in some races for Fury.
Yeah, well, we heard.
Oh,
it's
Fury
Fury
goes
there.
sideways.
Yeah, snapped sideways there onto the curb. But yeah, we were actually we were in a party chat with Fury the other night, speaking with Fury's mum, weren't we, Dan? And it was quite a,
Very much so.
we had quite an enchanting conversation with both Fury and his mum on that night. They're 2 very nice, funny people as well. Always good to catch up with both.
Always a
of them.
good laugh.
It always is. Yeah, it's always funny when we catch up with those 2. But Fury currently sat in 7th place at the moment in this session.
Top 3 are now exiting the final corner. All 3 of them are running together. So we've got Maze Gamer first.
Oh,
then
Fury puts it into the barriers. Sorry, Dan, to cut you off there.
That's okay.
He's got sideways, got a little bit onto the curb, and maybe he's playing for the cameras there, possibly. But yeah, as you say, the 3 fastest guys.
BT Targo's gone quickest.
Oh my goodness, yeah, by 1/10 of a second. So Maze Gamer's got to respond now. Spliffmeister didn't improve on that last lap, but that is fantastic there from BT Targa. He is flying at the moment here in this session, and Maze Gamer make an immediate response here on this lap. He goes a little bit wide there coming through the S's, just about keeps it on the track for the time being.
Yeah, I was just sitting there watching Ugbar come across the line. Didn't improve that lap.
Yeah, Nando can't improve either. He stays P4 at the moment. We've got Ian just coming through Spoon at this point. Fury coming up on 130R. He's about to start another lap. This one won't be a quick one due to the spin that we saw a few moments ago. Boosting coming over the line. What can he do in this one? Crosses over the line and he stays P10 for the time being. Can't improve. Flashes his lights there at the Flying Dutchman, who gets well out of the way.
I think that's BT out of the way.
BT.
Yeah, it's BT.
How can you tell?
Because BT went into the pits and Ugbar stayed out. That's how I can tell.
Very good process of elimination there, Dan. So DJ Phil is coming into the turn 1. He's just about to start. Well, he's on his out lap now. Good to have DJ Phil with us out on the track tonight. Had to miss the sprint race due to the fact that he was consuming his dinner, but always good to have DJ Phil out on the track with us tonight. And races regularly across the board here at Motive Racing. So yeah, always a pleasure to have him out there on track. We've got Smoky Devil sat 13th, still yet to set a lap time here in this session. He's getting a little bit wide there. Oh, he goes into the barriers! Smoky Devil hits the wall and wipes out his left front headlight there in the number 88 Bentley. That is not what he would have wanted there at all. He's going to be compromised on his lap time. Rompu also still yet to set a lap, so DJ Phil, Smoky Devil and Rompu still yet to put a time on the board at the moment. Spliffmaster's improved his lap time by 1/10 of a second, but it's not enough to get himself up onto the front row for the time being. And it looks like Sim Race Train's gone 8th place at the moment here in this session. Nate Garcia still down in 9th at the moment, so
yeah, I've just been watching him. He's really struggling on this circuit. I don't know what it is, but he's really struggling. That Lambo does not seem to be hooked up. It really it seems like a very much a Mercedes-powered circuit. We've seen the Mercedes boys at the top with BT, Maze Gamer, Swiftmaster, and Ugbar as well. The only one separating all those Mercedes is Nando in the Ferrari, so it's very much a Mercedes-powered circuit at the minute.
It is very much. And we've seen Mate Garcia bringing it into the pits, so he's clearly making some adjustments there to that car. Not quite sure what's occurring there, but we're going to jump on board with... let's go with Fury, see what he's up to. He's just coming up towards the S's now, so let's see what Fury can do here in this session. He's currently sat in 7th, a little way down the order. Not really the sort of pace that we've come to expect from Fury over these last few seasons, really. He did take, I think has he won a race in the GT3s? He came close last season, I remember, at Catalonia, but thinking about it, I don't think he's won a race in GT3s here at Motive. He's won in the...
I don't believe so.
No, I may stand corrected on that one. Yeah, Fury's granddad or Fury's mum, if he has, in fact, won a race in the GT3s, please let us know. No, I don't think he has, but he's always there or thereabouts. He's had a P2 at Catalonia last season. Yeah, that was the one where Timonovsky hunted him down and passed him, I think with 2 laps left to go. But yeah, Fury, he's always been there or thereabouts. He's got multiple podiums to his name. Let's see what he can extract out of this Lamborghini. Also, good news for Fury coming out this week is that he is set to be getting a Logitech G29 for his birthday, which is in a couple of weeks' time. Well, not a couple of weeks, about a month. So that's great news for Fury. He does race on the DualShock 4 controller, which can be a bit of a handful. Flash of the lights there from Fury, definitely watching our stream, listening in closely to what's going on here in the commentary box. As we see him coming out the last corner now, he really is having to hack at that steering wheel to maximise this car's potential. He crosses the line now, and he can't improve. He stays P7 for the time being.
I've just noticed, Andy, everyone really seems to be struggling at this stage. No one seems to be making any inroads on their lap times. As I'm watching BT Targa come through the final corner to finish his lap, but no one seems to be improving. Everyone seems to just hit a wall now. No one seems to be getting any quicker.
But potentially the track could be getting colder. Obviously we're in the night time here, and the temperatures will be dropping. The track will be losing temperature. And we are just hearing from our producer there that adding in that the time progressions on ×5, which obviously means the night time comes along a lot quicker. So absolutely that could be a factor here in the track temperature dropping quite severely. It's going to take a very nailed on lap for one of these guys to improve on their current personal best here in this session. Nando's currently out there at the moment. He's just starting another lap. Keep an eye on Maze Gamer and see what he's going to get up to here as he's coming out onto the back straight now.
Fury's mum says he keeps saying that he needs it sooner. Just gonna have to be patient, Fury. Just gonna have to be patient. And Fury's granddad says, "Wonder where they get that from." You and your predictions, Andy.
My prediction actually came off really well last time, Fury's granddad. I betted on Maze Gamer and he went and won the race. So things are looking up for me now. I think that definitely I've had my share of bad luck in the predictions department over the course of this season.
I still don't want you predicting for me, thanks mate, please just keep it to yourself.
See, I just wanted to, incidentally, completely unrelated, I wanted to just quickly share my 2 cents on who I think is going to win in the LMP2 tonight. I think that unorthodox
don't do it!
So,
great.
Yeah, if you guys...
I withdraw.
No, did you even remember at Simplay on Thursday, Andy switched over to me and I spun the car?
Yeah, and then he switched to me and then I spun the car.
Yeah, and Ian, it's just cursed. It's cursed.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
Can you do me a favour, Andy? Can you predict that Ben Parky's going to win? Then I might have a chance.
Guys, so if you wanted some tips on who to bet on tonight, then definitely go for Ben Parky. He's an absolute dead cert for the win in the LMP2. Mate Garcia goes P4 with his last lap there. He displaces Nando. So great lap there from Mate Garcia, last week's sprint race winner at Imola. But yeah, 100% I think that Arnold is going to definitely finish last in the LMP2s tonight. He's got no chance in my opinion. Absolutely not hoping hell of winning tonight's race.
And with me starting pretty much dead last in the sprint race, not going to help either. So thanks, Andy. Thanks. I'm not going to win it at all. But as we come to the end of the session, Matt Garcia, the only guy to improve by the looks of things, and the top three have pitted and not coming out. So we should see everyone's final lap times. But God, I'm not looking forward to LMP2 now. You've really cursed me out.
It would have helped. It would have helped if you'd done a bit of practice, Dan. That always goes some way to curing any ill-fated curses or predictions that have been put on your name.
Well, I've been training for GT3 because I feel like these boys need a little bit more of a push. So.
Yeah, he's only done that because he wants to know what he's talking about on the stream, guys. Don't be fooled by that one.
Pretty much.
He wants to actually understand what he's commentating on when he's watching the race.
Fury's granddad's gonna put, "Nice to see that you all have faith in you, Andy."
Champ there in the comment section saying everybody's probably going to have to raise the tyre pressures as the night goes on. Yeah, probably.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, probably will. So see mate Garcia coming over the line to complete his final flying lap. Can he go P3 maybe? No, he can't.
He had a track limits. And will come up. So yeah, he was not going to improve on that lap, but he's definitely improved his pace from the first race. So it's nice to see a Lamborghini try and challenge the Mercedes, but yeah, it's a Mercedes 1, 2, and 3.
That's it. We've got one man out on the track at the moment who might be able to improve his lap time. DJ Phil currently sat 14th at the moment in this qualifying session, driving in the number 78 Lamborghini. What can he do as he comes into the final turn? Absolutely flat out, keeping his foot planted to the floor here as he comes out onto the pit straight. What is it going to be for DJ Phil? Can he put himself up in amongst it, middle of sim race train or boosting? He crosses the line and he improves his lap time, but it's not enough to improve his position there. So DJ Phil is going to line up in 14th for this race. BT Targa taking pole position by a tenth of a second to Maze Gamer. Swiftmeister and Mate Garcia doing solid jobs, but a little way off those front two. It looks like BT Targa and Maze Gamer in a league of their own in that one.
Yeah, very much so. Those two really set the bar for the guys to chase after. But Swiftmaster will be there ready to pick up the pieces if they tend to hit each other. So I would keep my eye on Swiftmaster. I'm not predicting him. I'm just saying keep your eye on him.
It's not an official prediction. It's more of a
not an official prediction.
Yeah.
my official prediction. I'm gonna go for. Let's have a look. See. I'm gonna go for Emo Guy.
Wow, yeah, that's a shout. Well, he was third in the sprint race, so he's been on pretty decent form over the course of this evening. Maybe he could be onto a winner there, Dan. Potentially.
I feel like if anything does go wrong for him, he's probably the guy who probably won't give me as much stick. So.
Yeah, it's quite an easygoing guy, to be fair.
But it's going to be really interesting with the top three going into turn one. These three, BT has got to think of a championship. Maze Gamer has no championship to think of, and he wants to go out and win everything. And the same with Swiftmaster. He also wants a race win. So BT has really got to think about what's going to happen into turn one. And Mate Garcia as well. If they come together, he could pick up the pieces.
Absolutely. But currently, guys, we're on the grid here for the start of the feature race. If you like what you see on the Motive Racing channel, be sure to drop a like on this video. We've got 22 people watching on YouTube. So please, guys, let's get this video to 22 likes. 24, brilliant stuff, guys. If we can, please get this video to 24 likes and subscribe to the Motive Racing channel. If you want to get involved in the on-track action, then go to motiveracing.com. That way, as I said earlier, is your ticket to some of the cleanest, fastest sim racing on the PlayStation 4 platform. Quoting the famous Kembo76 with that exact line there. Some of you may remember, but we're about to go racing here at Sakitto. And final prediction, Dan, before we get going.
Maze Gamer.
Maze Gamer from me, BT Targa. So here we go. About to go lights out here for the feature race. And lights are out, we're underway, and it's a great start there. Oh my goodness, it looks like BT Targa and Maze Gamer look a little bit off the line. But here we come up to turn one. Swiftmeister already has the lead, but with three wide coming into turn one. He's got it done there, Swiftmeister. But he's got Maze Gamer trying to look back up the inside. Maze Gamer pushed him out a little bit wide, squeezing him into the lead there.
Wide.
Maze Gamer back up into the
Fury's
lead. Up there from him.
Fury spun it.
Oh, Fury's back to the back of the pack. What's happened to Fury?
Emo Guy got man as well.
Oh, Ian into the barriers as well. So those two sit in the party chat together and work out tactics. They're both to the back of the pack already at the start of this race. Maze Gamer lost the lead coming up towards turn one, but he made the move on the exit of turn 1, got back up into the lead ahead of Spiffmeister. Spiffmeister running in P2 still. We've got BT Target third, Mate Garcia maintaining 4th position for the time being. Ogbar running in 5th, but once not getting involved in any on-track, not getting caught up in any on-track incidents at the start of the race. Mr. Rogi trying to fend off Rompu here in 6th and 7th. Mr. Rogi goes a little bit wide there, coming through Data 1, and that's going to allow Rompu up the inside up into 6th place. We've got Sim Race Train sat in 8th. Smoky Devil 9th was boosting just behind him. Then we got Fury after that spin on the start. He's dropped back to 11th place. Nando, Ian, and DJ Phil at the back of the field at the moment. But good start from Mate's game of good recovery there after not so great of a start off the line.
Wow, amazing clean racing from the top 3. Absolutely brilliant. Good to see them giving each other space. And Spiffmaster, what a lightning start. He's got a good run on Maze Gamer right now as they come up to 130R. But also, Mate Garcia is just staying in touch with these guys, just keeping an eye on what happens. But BT Targa, not the start he wanted. He's back behind these two, but he's got to think of points, so this probably isn't too bad for him. He's probably just sitting and watching. And if these two hit each other, he can then capitalise on their mistakes. But Maze Gamer, once again, proving how quick he is around this Suzuka circuit.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job. We saw it last week at Imola in the feature race. He ran away with that.
Oh, we got Ogbar gone wide.
Oh no, blind Dutchman there getting out of shape coming through the last corner. That's given the position to Mr. Rogi and Rompu. They're up into 5th and 6th respectively now. Ogbar falling back into the clutches of Sim Race Train. You see there just behind him on the track as they come into turn 1. Boosting there in 9th. We've got Fury, Nando in 11th place at the moment. Then Ian back in 12th place after that incident. He's missing a front right headlight there. You can see DJ Phil 13th and Smoky Devil's obviously made a mistake. He's down to last place.
BT is now into 2nd now. Spiffmaster must have made a mistake because he's up into 2nd place now, BT.
Yeah, he's definitely got out of shape there coming through that first sector. And it looks like
Spiffmaster goes really wide.
Oh, and that's going to give Mate Garcia an opportunity here. Is he going to try and cover him off though? Mate Garcia's going to try and go around the outside of Degna 1. Is he going to get this done though on the brakes? It looks like, oh no, Spiffmaster runs into him. Mate Garcia is getting into all sorts of bad luck so far in this round. Spiffmeister there continues on his merry way, so he either doesn't leave it at fault or he's taking the points as a sacrifice for the position there. But whatever it is, it's Spiffmeister in 3rd, and that is really unfortunate there for Mate Garcia. I don't think Mate Garcia was at fault there. Spiffmeister could argue that Mate Garcia turned in on him, but I thought Mate Garcia had the right to the line there personally.
Yeah, I don't know. That might have been a tricky one. The two into that corner doesn't usually happen that well, but I've just noticed as well, BT is now starting to ring in at Maze Gamer now. Now he's got clear air, no attack from behind. He can start bringing that gap down, but I think that incident, if I was to make Garcia, I'd get the steward's inquiry and see what the stewards would say about that, but because that's really put him down now. It's really ruined his race.
He's got nothing to lose by raising the inquiry and seeing what comes out of it, but Mate Garcia there, we saw making the move up the inside of boosting up into Spoon, so he's already made up one position after losing that all that time.
Sem Race and Mr. Rugio having a good fight at the minute, so they're going into the first corner side by side. And they give each other space.
Oh yeah, definitely Sim Race Train back up the inside there, up into 6th, so Mr. Rogi getting a little bit out of shape. He tried to outbrake him, but it didn't come off at all. He just took too much speed on the exit of the corner. But Ogbar currently doing a great job tonight here in his feature race down. I want to talk about Ogbar. He's had not the best of luck so far this season in the GT3s, but he's currently running in a pretty prominent 5th place. Not what he's doing right now, with some good points for his championship. He hasn't had a podium, I don't believe, since the opener, the opening round of the season. So it'd be great for him. It'd be a good confidence boost if he can get himself up near the top of the order.
Good confidence boost for GT3, and obviously a good confidence boost for him going into LMP2 straight after this event. So it's nice to see Ogbar showing the performance he can do. He just needs to have a bit more luck. No matter what race he seems to be in, he doesn't have the luck, which is a shame.
Oh, okay. So we got BT Targa's mother-in-law, wife, 2 sons. Brilliant.
Wow, welcome all, guys.
We've got the BT Targa clan. Like we got the Fury clan.
Do you know who we haven't spoken of who's doing really well at the minute? Is Rompu. He's sitting there in 4th, and he's only 5 seconds behind this group.
Yeah, really good drive from Rompu. Very consistent so far tonight. He's just plugging away, keeping his head in the game, and doing some solid lap times. Last time round was doing the 1:44, so he's actually
Fury and Mate
matching the lead as
Garcia
well.
are going at it down into the first corner.
Let's have a look here. Fury at the inside. Mate Garcia's going to try and get it around the long way here. He's got the run. Mate Garcia might be slightly ahead as they come into the braking zone. Side by side still on
Here's round
Fury.
two.
Backs out on that one by the looks of it. Good driving there from Fury. He's got such a mature head when in battles as Fury. You wouldn't think he's only 15 years old driving on a controller, would you? Just the level-headedness that he's got when going side by side with guys, it really is incredibly impressive, and he gets out of that one very nicely indeed. Mate Garcia up into 8th place, but Fury had the discipline to know that there was no point engaging in that one.
Yeah, no, Mate Garcia obviously had the run on him, and Fury knew that was going to go his way. So Fury knows when he can fight and when he can't fight, and in that case, he just gave. Yeah, he picks his battles well, and he gave it. I wouldn't say easily, but Mate Garcia did have to work for it. But he knew he could give the space. But yeah, the top three are getting closer now again. Maze Gamer is just struggling a little bit. BT Targa falling more into the grasp of Swiftmaster, and Rompu as well is just keeping an eye on these guys, lapping consistently as well as them as well. If they tangle up, he's going to be in the box seat as well. So these Mercedes are on another level though.
Yeah, they really are. They're putting out that gap. Rompu's keeping them honest though. They haven't pulled out too much to him on this lap. So maybe once the pit window opens on lap 8, we might see him coming back into play.
This all feels a little bit too familiar, this Mercedes train.
Yeah, I know. Well, actually, this weekend is a bit of a spanner in the works for that one, because if you guys didn't see the F1 qualifying earlier on, we've actually got a new pole sitter in Formula 1 for tomorrow's race. Lance Stroll winning at P1. Bit of a turn up for the books, that one. Not something we expected to see, but it should be interesting tomorrow, especially if we got rain. I'm looking forward to checking that one out. I really am.
If any project cars makers or designers or anything that are listening, put Turkey on the game. We want Istanbul.
Word.
We want Istanbul Park. But Maze Gamer, I just noticed, went wide as he was coming out of the S's, and that's given it, and that's dropped him back a little bit.
Well, what I would say is just make sure you've got it resurfaced and slippery as hell as well.
Oh, don't resurface it. I will struggle.
No, it'd be fantastic. Imagine our GT3. He gets sideways there and coming through. Oh, and it looks like he's collected by Mate Garcia. Mate Garcia does the exact same thing.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness me. So, Mate Garcia.
This curse really does happen, doesn't it?
It's almost like.
I really need to shut up.
It's almost like that natural sympathy coming in when you see a car crash in front of you. You just do the same thing.
It's like, I'm just gonna have to crash into you as well.
I thought they're trying to find a shortcut.
A little bit
No, they're trying to find a shortcut. It didn't work.
Yeah, it's because they know that I've picked them and I've cursed them, so they're like, right, we need to make up time here because Dan's eventually going to curse us.
I see the comment coming in from the YouTube section from James Brody saying, "Keep going, Fury. Great driving at the moment." James Fury's currently running in 6th place. He's got 3 seconds up the road to Sim Race Train. He's managed to pull out a bit of a gap to Mr. Rogi over the course of this lap. He's currently lapping the 1:46s. So solid performance in the moment from Fury. He's got a little way to go if he wants to get up into that P5 though, for Sim Race Train currently doing a very solid job in that Porsche. And Smurf J saying, "You have to drive on the track, Opa, not biking." Yeah. Oh my god, Opa's mum is delivering the shots today. Brilliant stuff from Smurf J, loving that one. Opa's currently running in 7th at the moment though, Smurf J. He's got a second back to Ian on the track. Ian doing a cheeky little wink for the cameras there in his Nissan GTR, so obviously had a bit of problem coming up.
I think you want to have a look at Matt Garcia and that fight, because it's quite tight between 4 cars.
Oh yeah.
Was the boost go wide?
Boosting wide, yeah. He's out onto the gravel.
Might have had contact. I think he might have had contact from Smoky Devil. That's why he's probably flashing his lights.
Nando comes through up into 12th, but yeah, boosting not happy with that at all. And Smoky Devil used to be, as far as I know, one of the cleanest drivers out there, but recently he really has turned into a bit of a dodgy driver. Oh no, Opa's off! Opa's into the barriers there! No! He's going to have to wait
Exactly
for
the same
everyone to go
place.
past. Oh no. Well, Mohammed, Maz saying in the comments, the
pulled over.
Flying Dutchman. And Champ
Champ.
saying maybe Ugbar should try Flight Simulator.
Ugbar's retired, he's pulled out.
Oh no, Ugbar out of the race.
I might have to carry on because Andy's lost it now. Maze Gamer currently leading out in front and starting to pull a gap from BT Target. BT Target and Speedmaster too. I think my commentator's lost it now.
That's alright, I'm back. We got Maze Gamer leading this race by 1.4 seconds at the moment. BT Target gained half a second last time around though, Dan. Look at this.
Yeah, I mean, I think Swiftmaster and BT Target are too busy fighting each other. Swiftmaster really trying to bring that gap down. Amazing Gamer. Oh god, what's happened now?
Fury's grand. Not a proper fly. He needs lessons from Fury.
Fury, you're up for doing a plane session?
If you guys need some context there, Fury did actually lift off from Spa in round 1 of our LMP2s, and he made it to the International Space Station. On that
I was in that race,
occasion.
and it was incredible. I've never seen a car fly that much.
Yeah, it was spectacular. It really was. We heard rumours he made it to the ISS in the end. He then was able to return to Earth in time for the feature race, so we were all very happy to see him make a safe landing in the Pacific Ocean before that one got underway. But we've got BT Target currently closing a little bit on Maze Gamer at the moment. The gap is just over a second between these guys. Last time around, it looks like BT Target gained another 4 tenths as
Watching
well.
a fight with Smoky Devil and Mr. I can't pronounce that name now, but Smoky Devil was looking down the inside of into Spoon, in the inside of the Audi. Very tight. I bet that Audi is struggling without any lights on right now, but it's tight with these two battling for 11th and 12th place. Really not where these guys want to be fighting, but it's a good fight between these two. They're giving them enough space between each other.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like Mr. Rogi, they're closing the doors from the Devil and having to get out of it. He's been involved in a few scuffles, and Smoky Devil, and once again there, running into the back of Mr. Rogi. I don't know if that was necessarily Smoky Devil's fault. It looked like Mr. Rogi did actually brake coming through 130R, which is never advisable. But Smoky Devil's up into 11th place, so I don't think that one was Smoky Devil's fault necessarily.
BT Target. BT Target has dropped the gap down to 7 tenths from a second, and Swiftmaster is right behind BT Target now.
Yeah.
I believe lap 8 it is now, so the pit window I believe is open now, if I'm correct.
It is, yeah, at the end of this lap. So I would imagine if I was Swiftmaster at this point...
Swiftmaster's got a run here.
Yeah, he's got a fantastic run coming out of Spoon. If I was Swiftmeister at this point, it'd be a no-brainer for me. You've got to pull the trigger and try and get the undercut on these two ahead of you. Nothing to lose there. It's that MP3s. Just closing in a little bit on the leader.
It all really depends on where it drops him out. If he drops out into traffic, then that whole undercut situation will... Oh, he looks down the inside. He's going right round the outside of BT Target. Whoa! How did he do that?
Absolutely brilliant move there from Spliffmeister. So BT Target there gave him the space on the outside. Good driving from both of those guys there. Spliffmeister up in some clean air, but they've lost a little bit of time to the race leader Maze Gamer in that little exchange.
Yeah. Too busy fighting each other, and now Maze Gamer has some breathing space, but that was an amazing move.
Yeah, just saw a replay of that one. Absolutely balls of steel there from Spliffmeister. He looks like he's picked up a penalty though from the race director. I'm not sure what that's about.
I will have a look. He's got a 2-second penalty.
Oh no.
The only people with penalties right now is Swiftmaster with a 2-second penalty, Mate Garcia with a 2nd penalty, and Smoky Devil with 2-second penalties. So he really needs to get on and make some moves to counteract that penalty that he has.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be not easy to shake off BT Target, and he's going to not only need to get ahead of Maze Gamer, he's also going to pull out 2 seconds to him as well. So Swiftmeister very much with a task.
Ian's the first one to pit.
Yeah, it does look like Emo Guy pulling the trigger here at the end of lap 9, or lap 8 actually for him. Just seeing in the comments section, Champ saying he can only imagine what will happen in the LMP2s at this rate. Well, we are expecting to see Champ out on a track actually of one thing I want to say, I'm pretty excited about having Champ back on the grid here, Motive. He was actually the LMP1 champion at Rubbings Racing back in the day. It was about a year ago now. So
Fury's just
we know
got
he's got pace
disqualified.
in the LMP cars. James Brody saying I would have loved to have seen that in regards to Fury's lift off up to the ISS. Sorry, Dan?
Fury's just been disqualified. Just got disqualified because I couldn't see the pit entrance and went too fast.
Oh, Fury. I don't know if we can grab a quick interview with Fury, possibly. If he maybe get some words on that one. Fury, if you want to, you're more than welcome. If you got stuff to do, then
Yeah.
if you got stuff to do, Fury, then don't worry about it. As I say, it's not mandatory. Don't worry, it's fine. Don't worry if you've got stuff to do. Then we'll see you for the LMP2s anyway.
I don't know if BT Tiger has pitted, but he has dropped massively to the guys in front.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened there to BT Tiger. He certainly hasn't pitted, because if he had pitted, he would be around 25-30 seconds behind. So I don't know what has happened there, but that's definitely not what BT Tiger would have wanted. He was running just behind Spliffmeister. Spliffmeister is now closing the gap to Maze Gamer. It's now 1.5 seconds, but BT Tiger not going to gain as many points than Sebas as he would have liked. He would have ideally wanted to pick up a win here in this race. Can they hear you, Jay? Okay. Yeah, so that would have been really embarrassing for me. Yeah, I probably won't repeat that actually, because that's really embarrassing. I didn't know that. Anyway, so Maze Gamer currently leading this race by 3.5 seconds. Looks like Spliffmeister just dropped off a little bit off of him during that middle sector there, because the gap was 1.5 seconds and it is now 3.5. So Maze Gamer just wringing the neck of that Mercedes AMG at this point, and currently doing bits at the front. He's been nothing consistently in the 1 minute 43. His pole time was a 42. So yeah, reasonably what you would expect from Maze Gamer, being that race pace is usually around a second and a half off of the true body pace. But he's doing a very consistent job at the moment here in this feature race. My money was on BT Tiger for this feature race, so that has gone all up in smoke with BT Tiger's little spin there. So once again, returning to my usual form, and Dan looking very good for his prediction here. So maybe Dan restoring some pride there.
You quiet, Maze. You do terribly. Just keep going bad.
I won't hex it. I'll stop. I do apologise there, Dan.
See, Andy, just go back to talking about BT Tiger. Carry on.
No. So BT Tiger currently running at third place at the moment. I found a podium spot. He had a moment coming through the first sector a couple of laps ago, which dropped him way off of the leaders, and it looks like he's now lapping slower than both of them. So he's obviously got into a little bit of a rot here. Rompu currently sat in fourth, still keeping consistent. He's been fourth since the opening couple of laps. He hasn't had the pace of the leading trio, but he has been best of the rest so far in this feature race, consistently pulling away from Sim Race Train. Oh no, yeah, Mr. Ogie's retired from the race. Can they hear you, G?
No.
They can't, so we're just hearing reports there from our producer saying that Mr. Ogie has actually had to retire the car. We're not 100% on what the reason for that is, but hopefully if Mr. Ogie, if you are watching, just let us know in the comment section what exactly was occurring there. So we're down to 11 runners here in this feature race, with just under half distance here in this one. Maze Gamer is just coming over the line to start lap 12, so this time around we will be halfway through this feature race. And story of this one so far, Maze Gamer has led this one pretty much since the get-go. Spliffmeister made an unbelievable start, had the lead coming into turn 1. Maze Gamer very quickly regained it though. BT Tiger was running with those guys at the front, but he made a mistake a couple of laps ago, which has dropped him a little way off of them. He's currently running in third place at the moment. Rompu has been in fourth pretty much since the start. These guys in the mid-pack had a bit of had a few skirmishes and altercations. Sim Race Train's currently running in fifth place. Mate Garcia's made his way up into
Quite a tight
sixth.
fight between Smokey and Nando right now. These guys quite close to each other.
Yeah, Nando.
I think Nando's been hunting him down, slowly bringing that gap down to him, and as they come up into 130, I believe that Ferrari's just got a little bit more grip than that Bentley, but that gap has been coming down ever so slowly. I don't know if either of these two have pitted, but again, not the luck that Nando wanted or Smoky Devil, but they're having a good hard fight at the back here in 8th and 9th.
Yeah, he's doing a good job at the moment, is Nando. He's just keeping Smokey Devil on his toes. Last time around, Nando did a 2-minute dead side. Has he been into the pits, Nando?
I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. Can't confirm on
Just
that one.
believe this race just hasn't. I don't know if this race just hasn't gone his way. I know he's been caught up in all sorts of incidents, but it's a shame that he's not doing so well.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, we just want to. Here we go. We've got Fury in the party here. Fury. We saw there in the comments section you got disqualified from the race. Just tell us what was that about? How come you're no longer involved in this feature race?
Basically, I was going around the last corner, and there were so many turns that looked the same as the pit entrance, and I didn't know which one it was. So I sped back up, and then the last one I went into turned out to be the pit. And I tried slowing down, and then the wheels just locked up.
A couple of seasons ago, I did the same with the GTEs. I don't know if you remember, Andy.
Yeah, I'm going to say that I did the same as well.
It certainly rings a bell to you. I think I do faintly remember that.
When I used to drive the Corvette.
Ravi that day. I think I was.
I can't remember.
I seem to vaguely remember that, not vividly, but vaguely.
Oh yeah, I went about 120 into the pits. Oh, I didn't.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You didn't even mean to pit though, did you? You just lost control.
No. I was going to pit a few times before, but I was going too fast, so I aborted. But I went to commit that time, but I forgot to slow down.
Surely you should have realised from the previous couple of laps, oh, maybe I shouldn't be going in so quickly.
Oh, goodness, man.
You literally had to abort your pit stop the lap prior, and yet you still managed to get done for speeding in a pit lane. Well, Fury, at least you can take solace from the fact that you're not the first, and you certainly won't be the last to fall foul of that pit lane speed limit coming into the pits at Suzuka. So you're in good company, being that the GTE champion, the only G, albeit he wasn't the GTE champion at that point.
Back then.
He did go on to win 2 championships in that category. So you're in good company.
I swear, has this turned into? It started out as a Fury interview, and now it's turned into a G big up. Like
it's turned into a nostalgic G recap, hasn't it? I suppose.
Anyway, Fury, how did you find the track tonight?
Horrible. No grip on the rear end at all.
You seem to be struggling in the Lambo quite a lot. And also you just weren't syncing with the track. It just wasn't in your favour, was it?
Yeah, compared to Thursday night in the GTR, I'd done a 360 in that, and I kept it. Whereas with this, I can't even keep the back end.
Different car, mate. Different situation. So
The GTR's worse.
you're racing it. You're going to be racing in LMP2 in a minute. So
Yeah.
what are your predictions for that? How are you going to get on in that?
Silverstone, probably one of my favourite tracks, so hopefully I'll be up there.
Have you put any practicing?
No.
Good start.
But, I mean, to be fair though, we saw Fury a couple of weeks ago in the historic Group A touring cars. So I mean, it was Silverstone Classic to be fair, but it hasn't changed a whole lot. You know, the corners are still more or less the same. The curving has changed a little bit, but we know Fury's got a lot of talent around Silverstone. So Fury, I'm not going to put money on you. Don't worry, Fury's granddad. Don't worry, it's all right. But you know, I'm confident in you, Fury. I think you can do this.
Well, what was it? I think it was last season in GTEs around Silverstone where it went from dry to wet to dry. I managed to get, I think, a P3 because I had a 10-second penalty and I was going into the pits and the wheels just locked up. But luckily, it wasn't disqualification.
Fury's going in the comments saying, "Thank God for that."
I don't believe that it'll be changeable conditions for the LMP2 race for Fury, so you won't have to worry about the changing weather. So, but it is the GP circuit. So, are you enjoying driving the LMP2s, or would you prefer to be driving the GT3s around there?
I'm not actually sure because the last time I remember doing the GT3s around that circuit was my first season at motor racing, and I was in the Mercedes. And I had no tune, no setup, nothing on the Merc. I just went in with the normal stable setup, the fuel, and a bit of the tyre pressure, and that was it.
Fair enough, mate. James Brody put, yeah, don't jinx him by betting on him.
No, my bet has got to be on Ben Parkey. We've already agreed, Dan.
Yes, it is.
We've already decided
No
that.
one can put a bet on. No one can put a bet on me, please. No one.
Well, the way that my night's been going so far, I'm going to bet Ben Parkey as well.
Sorry, I just need to pop down to my local betting shop and put a bet on Dan for the MMP2. Yeah, I might be a bit late for the stream. I just got to put some money in.
No, seriously, I've got a championship to think of.
It's got to that. It means so much. It's if we see, guys, I'm just seeing there. I definitely saw some rain on the camera lens. I think we have got rain.
Yeah, I'm starting to see so. We're starting to see some greasy conditions. So people who have pitted might be in trouble now.
This is a turnout for the books. What is going to happen now with the gap at the front? Only 3 seconds between Mace Gamer and Smithmeister. Could this maybe play into the hands of BT Targa, who's had a little bit of a fair share of bad luck here? He's slowing it down and bringing it into the pit, so he's got nothing to lose in a sense here, Dan. Do you reckon he's going to try and grab the undercut and pray that the rain really comes down on this lap?
BT has pitted, he's gone into the pit, so maybe he is reacting to the rain. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm half asleep here.
That's all right. What I was asking you was, do you reckon he's going to be banking on the rain really chucking it down on this lap, and maybe Mace Gamer and Spliffmeister running into problems before they come into the pit?
I think that's what he's going for. But the man to keep an eye on is Swiftmaster. He's actually lapping quicker than Maze Gamer right now. He seems to be enjoying these greasy conditions, so maybe he's the one to keep an eye on. But maybe possibly BT Tiger is trying to do the jump and just be on the right tyre, and say you have to be on the right tyre at the right time. So
yeah, absolutely, and it looks like BT Targa nothing to lose in this one. He was obviously fighting at the front earlier on, but he had a couple of spins which dropped him back and out of the contention for this one.
We've got Sim Racer in as well, and Nando also pitting as well, so these guys are making that opportunity to come into the wet.
Oh, it looks like we got
BT is now left.
Somebody getting out of shape there. Who's that? That's
Smoky Devil, I think.
Yeah, that's the Bentley there. So
we've also got Boost in now as well, so these guys now starting to react. Emo guy staying out, but BT Targa, I believe, would be the first person out on the wet conditions in wet tyres. I believe he's quite slow as he comes back onto the circuit. Maze Game all over the shot as he's coming into the pit lane, and he now pits as well. Will Swiftmaster come in and join him? I think Swiftmaster's dropped it in 130R. He's lost loads of times, but he's going over the bars right now.
Policeman there as well. Yeah, you see him. That was definitely not doing suspension any good there as he brings it into the pit. So Maze Gamer and Swiftmeister, the two leaders in. But the question is now, has BT Targa managed to gain enough? He's nowhere near them.
Emo guy's gone off now. I don't know if he's on wets, but he's gone off in the
BT's not even in the last sector yet. So he's clearly not made the gains he would have liked to. And what is going on with Maze Gamer? Is that much as my screen, or is Maze Gamer slanted in the pit box there? Like
so is Spliffmaster.
He was.
No,
yeah,
there's bumps on those. There's bumps in the pit lane.
So obviously some undulation there coming down that start-finish straight, but somebody's letting off.
Maze Gamer
Oh my goodness.
Maze Gamer exits the pit lane now.
I think it's the
but BT Targa is now coming up to 130R, so that advantage has definitely disappeared. But where's Swiftmaster? He's now in the pit lane as well, so BT Targa's bet on trying to get on the wet tyres first has not paid off.
No, it really hasn't.
Rompu is now pitted as well, and same as Mate Garcia, but Ian stayed out and he really was struggling out there. He lost it into the S's, and I believe he's still on the dry tyres, and yeah, he's really struggling out there now.
Yeah, it's just been very unfortunate there for Mate Garcia. Rompu just coming to the end of the pit lane now, emerging in 4th place. So he's going to maintain that position, and it's been a good performance here from Rompu. There'll be some great points for his campaign here in the GT3s. But Maze Gamer very much coming out best there in that pit strategy. Looks like he's going to run away with this feature race like he did last time out at Imola. Don't want to put the jinx on him. Well, having said that, I'm not really making many. I'm not really trying to avoid the jinx, am I? But regardless, we've got Swiftmeister currently sat in 2nd place here in this one. He's dropped off massively through the pit stops there. He had that moment coming through not 130R, the last corner, which has definitely put a nail in his chances of taking this win, unless Maze Gamer has some kind of catastrophic incident in these last few laps.
Yeah,
Ian's in
all
the
he has
pits
to do.
again.
All he has to do is survive. Yeah, I believe Ian is in the pits due to the fact that he was out on dry tyres, an opportunity to come in and put the wets on. So, even the guy's race is just going from bad to worse now. He's missed out.
That's the real shame there for Ian. He just comes down off the track now and on his way out onto the track. But there, Maze Gamer just starting lap 18 of this race. 7 laps to go here in this feature race. He's coming into turn 1 now, and he's got 24 seconds.
We've got Rompu off the track at the minute.
Yeah, Swift Master made a mistake. I love the lighting there. That looks absolutely spectacular when you come through 130R. The way that the Ferris wheel lights just reflect off the track, that looks absolutely stunning there. But I don't know why I mentioned that. It's quite irrelevant. But Swift Master...
It's alright, I was thinking the same thing as well.
Yeah, it does look cool.
I was like, that would be a perfect photo opportunity right there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Might have to set the settings. If we could race in the second again, I might have to change the settings and
Oh
get a
no,
lovely
somebody's
photo
car.
for the feature.
Yeah, that was absolutely. But just saw there, I think that was Smoky Devil there, sideways. So Smoky Devil there, he was a lap down anyway, but he's
DJ
got...
Phil's off track.
Oh no, DJ Phil in the
Maze
wall.
Gamer lost it.
Maze Gamer's off. Maze Gamer's off.
Maze Gamer's at the moment the race leader, but he's got 18 seconds back to Spliffmeister. Oh man.
Has he been caught up with DJ Phil by any chance? Because it's a
I
bit
hope not.
strange that both of them are off together.
Yeah, I really hope not, but I'm sure that if there was an incident, then it would have been a mistake. DJ Phil.
But I think Spliffmaster also had an incident. I think Spliffmaster had an incident as well because he just hasn't
spun it.
he hasn't caught anything.
Oh no,
Spliffmaster.
Spliffmeister has ground there in the same place. There must be a puddle coming through Degner too, because Maze Gamer and Spliffmeister both making mistakes there. So there's obviously a lagoon forming in that section of the track. That's allowed BT Targa to pull right up onto him now in this battle for second and third places.
Yeah, it looks like there seems to be a puddle gathering there into that corner, and BT Targa the only one out of the top 3 not to get caught out by it. So I'm going to try and go onto an onboard when they get round to our circuits they can see if there is a puddle there, but BT really on the back of Swiftmaster now, seems to be enjoying these conditions a little bit better than Swiftmaster, but wow, that really must be affecting these drivers right now.
Yeah, absolutely. BT Targa looks like he's reveling in these conditions. He'll be fancying second place finish here in this race, and we see BT Targa getting a little bit wide there on the exit of 130R. It's BT Targa fancying each other. Swiftmaster getting all sorts of out of shape there. He very nearly lost the car. In the end, I think he had to slam on the brakes to avoid T-boning BT Targa there, but BT Targa's up into second place, into some clean air. Swiftmeister really struggling in these wet conditions though.
Very much so. I'm currently running on board with Maze Gamer right now just to see how much of a puddle is down into that corner. He goes into the first right-hander and he comes into there. And he has got, there is a bit of water there and he's gone wide again a little bit, trying to avoid that puddle I think that time.
Yeah, he's definitely giving that one a wide berth. He's coming up on boosting as well by the looks of it. So Maze Gamer's going to have to negotiate that Ferrari in a few moments time. Is it boosting or is it emo? No, it's... Oh, Ian's lost it!
Emo's down, yeah, he's gone round.
Yeah, a little bit out of shape there was Ian, but he keeps it going once again. He's got one of the leaders just behind him, I think that's BT Targa and Swiftmeister there. So Ian's going to have to... No, it's not. Can't be, surely. No, it's not. It's actually... I'm not sure who it is, but Maze Game has just put a lap there on boosting, I think. It is, yeah.
Yeah.
But we've got 6 laps left to go here in this one. Maze Game are currently demonstrating some wet driving masterclass here in this feature race. He had it under control in the dry, and he has absolutely run off in the wet as well. So great driving from Maze Gamer throughout this feature race. He was your bet for the win, Dan, so that has very much gone to plan in terms of where your money's gone tonight in this feature race.
Yes, very much so. And he's running my lucky number, the lucky number 16. So I'm quite happy that Maze Gamer. I thought he went wide for a second then, but I think it was my game glitching out. but yeah, it's nice to see that he's out in front and he's controlled this race really well. He seems to be really glitching on my screen, and the others seem to be fine. So he seems to be lagging. Let's hope his connection can hang on.
No.
Just really hope.
Imagine if he disconnected now. That would be heartbreaking for Maze Gamer. Has he actually gone off there, or was that lag? I'm not quite sure. I think he may have actually gone wide. There. I think, yeah, but he's definitely lagging.
I mean, I'm watching the other guys, and
Oh,
no one else
great.
is lagging. It just seems to be Maze Gamer.
Our thoughts and prayers are with Maze Gamer at the moment. We do hope dearly that he makes it to the end of the race. It would be heartbreaking, but hoping to that now.
Oh God, no! I changed my mind. I like BT Targa. BT Targa's gonna take the win.
That's what I went for, VT Targa.
Maze Gamer disconnect,
but-
it's on you, Dan.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I can't
It
help
is.
that
It's your fault.
BT or Sky or Virgin or whoever he's got as his supplier is gonna
I don't think
just
they
gonna
have beat
hang in there.
over there.
Oh, okay. Whatever it is, but Maze Gamer, please hang in there, or whatever your internet connection is, hang in
Well, I'll
there.
tell you
I
what,
really
if
don't want to feel bad.
Maze Gamer's internet supplier is BT, then it makes perfect sense because BT
Of course
Targa's
it does.
BT2, you know? A bit of a conspiracy going on there, eh guys?
A little bit.
Swiftmeister losing a bit of time to BT Targa in P3, dropping back a little bit, but he looks pretty good to make
DJ Phil gone wide.
Yeah, DJ Phil. Oh no, DJ Phil getting it out of shape coming into Sprue. He gets it going once again. But you see, they just had a. I think that's. Oh, is it BT there? It's BT because it was out of the race. Just having a look at the battle here between Mate Garcia. Oh no, it looks like it's Biff. No, Rompu has lost it coming out of Degna 2 there. He's into the barriers. So he's hit that puddle. It's the. Oh, and Sim Race Train follows suit and does the
It's
exact
that
same
puddle.
thing. It is absolutely
It's that puddle.
treacherous. It is causing these guys all sorts of problems in this
That's
race.
what that. I got to blame G for that one. That was G's fault. He said to watch. He said to watch Rompu, and as we go on to
that's
Rompu,
true.
he drops
That's
it.
true.
That's G's
That's
fault.
true.
That's G's fault.
Yeah,
We've got
As
too
we
much
see,
power in this box.
Nando.
We've got way too much power.
Nando's right behind Simplay.
Oh no!
Say Simplay, Sim Race.
Rompu getting loose!
Oh!
No, Maze Gamer, sorry.
Can
Why
we
is
stop
it saying Rompu at the top of my screen?
Stop. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Stop watching people in that corner because it's Andy. Stop watching Maze Gamer. Oh no! What's going
Let's
on?
get on BT Targa and see how he takes Degna 2 this time around then.
As he comes up into Degna 1 now.
Yeah, he's just coming up through this middle sector there. You can see once again the lights gleaming off of the extremely
You really
wet
like those
surface
lights,
here.
don't you?
I love them, they're beautiful. And BT Targa there, textbook display of how to drive around Degna 2 in wet conditions there. See if Fistmeister can do it as well.
Mate Garcia has just gone off the circuit and at the end of the S's, so he's really struggling in that Lambo.
Yeah, it's just not really falling for him.
Wow.
Looks like
Yeah.
not too far from the back of Ian. Has Ian just made that move on him? I'm not 100%. I think Ian might have actually just overtaken Boosted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we get a little bit wide there coming from.
Oh, we got Rompu off track.
Oh no! Rompu onto the grass there, and Sim Race Train's up into 5th place, and Nando looks like he's going to pick up 6th there. So Rompu was running in such a good 4th place earlier on in this race. He looked like he was on course for some good points, but he's lost 3 positions. May Garcia, Sim Race Train, and Nando. May Garcia had already made that move up into 4th, but Rompu going backwards at the end of this race. Very unfortunate there for him.
Rompu seems to be really struggling in these conditions. The Ferrari.
Oh no! It looks like Mace Gamer. Oh, they just kept. Sorry guys, sorry. I thought Mace Gamer. Sorry, Dan.
Oh my ears!
Mace Gamer just drifted. Oh my god, Dan, put up the stream quickly. Mace Gamer just drifted through Degna 2. That looked absolutely spectacular. He literally went straight through the puddle. That was amazing. That was incredible.
I'm gonna go back. Let's have a look. Let's see.
That was incredibly impressive.
I have
Mace
lost my
Gamer.
ears. I have lost my ability to hear now, but
I mean,
Wow,
we
that
can
was
agree.
impressive.
We can agree some compensation or repayment plan if you want.
wow!
For your
Oh my god! What a slide! I just rewatched it back. Wow,
It was incredible.
That was yeah. Wow, I've got to give him that. That was if I had done that, I would have dropped it for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
But impressive, very impressive.
Well, you're the one with the stream, G.
Just watching now, Nando is right on the back of Sim Race right now. He's giving some pressure into the S's.
Yeah, it looks like Nando pulling up onto the back of Sim Race train. These guys having made some movements.
as well.
Spliffmaster lost it.
Oh no, Spliffmeister's lost the car. We're just hearing reports there from Fury. Thank you very much, Fury, for giving us the heads up. So Spliffmeister there is dropping back into the clutches of Mate Garcia now. So could Spliffmeister possibly be about to drop off the podium here? It would be a disaster for him if that was to be the case after running in the top 3 pretty much the duration of this one. Big thank you to Fury, our extra set of eyes here in this commentary box.
Yeah, thanks, Fury. We'll have a sleep in that.
Looks like Mace Gamer's made a mistake because the gap's come down between Mace Gamer and BT Targa. Now 20 seconds, it was up nearly 30. Let's see, no, he's wide berth around taking 2 this time around. Very sensible driving there. So a lap and a half left to go in this race. Mace Gamer has controlled this one, done exactly what he did in the feature race last week at Imola. And looks like he's going to make it 2 wins from 2 here at Suzuka tonight. And we see somebody in the foreground going wide. That's Nando getting out of shape, coming through Spoon. He gets a little bit onto the outside of the track where it's still very, very wet. Nobody having driven on that part. Oh,
Mace Gamer's dropped it.
Oh, Mace Gamer, I do apologise. Mace
He's
Gamer
dropped it in Spoon and he's struggling to get going.
Oh no, here his tyres going off. With only a lap and a bit left to go. Oh, his tyres
hanging
dropping
there,
off the cliff. If his tyres are dropping off the cliff now, this could be very, very close between himself and BT Targa.
Just before I did switch to Maze Gamer, I was watching BT Targa and he's struggling as well. He went, just as he came out at Degna 1, he was very much wide and hanging it sideways, but these guys really now starting to struggle. The Mercedes are starting to lose grip, I think. Oh, yeah, he's right over by the grass.
Yeah.
Come on, Maze, just one more lap, mate.
Mace Gamer on for the last lap.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't go through it.
Rompu's on the back of Simplay right now.
Yeah, I just switched onto that. And he's dropped it. Rompu has dropped it.
Yeah, he gets sideways there. He's facing the wrong way. Oh no, that's nothing for Rompu. Recovered a position, getting back ahead of Nando after Nando's spin, but he can't get back up into 5th place. It's going to be a good result for Sim Race Train. Currently sat in 5th place. Some great points for him, our resident YouTuber here at Motive Racing. So good to see him. He'll also be racing tomorrow night in our ATC GT3 League, and make sure you check that out tomorrow, guys, 6 PM GMT. But Maze Gamer just come in through the middle part of this lap now, and once again, very much learnt his lesson in that part of the track, avoiding that puddle on the inside. But it's been a great drive from Maze Gamer. I want to get you guys' opinion, Dan, Fury, G. What do you reckon of Maze Gamer's performance? But I'll start with you, Dan.
Yeah, he's really changed in the last few races. He's really put his foot into this championship and shown how much of a great driver. And he drops it again.
Dan,
Spoon,
Dan, I blame you. Dan, I blame you. Dan, I blame you.
Shut up, G. He's got 14 seconds. He's fine. He's got 14 seconds.
He's okay.
He's doing badly right now.
Yeah.
Man.
But no, seriously,
BT Targa's got a penalty as well, so he should be okay. If he bins it again.
I'm sorry, Maze, but here he comes now out at the final corner, and he's just driven really well. He's driven well in the sprint race and the feature race. I'm going to now shut up about him because he'll probably drop it somehow as he comes around the final corner. Flash of the lights. Here he comes to win second race here at Suzuka. BT Targa coming around into the 130R right now. And again, once again, he's just getting the points so he can take this championship. He doesn't mind Maze Gamer winning, but what recovery from BT Targa as he comes out into the final corner to take second place
BT Targa
here in Suzuka.
Very good for this GT3 championship here on Project Cars 2 at Motive Racing. He's driven so consistently throughout the course of this season. He's taken another step closer towards some silverware here. Great drive from BT Targa. I don't think anyone can stop him in this title race now. I don't want to jinx him with 2 rounds left in the season, but
I'm not saying nothing.
He's really on a roll at the moment, is this man, and it's hard to look past him in terms of the title race.
Mate Garcia's lost it.
Oh yeah, well spotted Fury. Oh, and he's facing the. Oh no! There we go. He's got it facing the right direction.
And everyone seems to be struggling. Here comes Swiftmaster now out the final corner to take another third play.
It's just all of the. It's the lowest point in the circuit, and everything just builds up there. Swiftmeister.
But Mercedes take a 1-2-3.
Yeah, good result there from Swiftmeister. Mate Garcia minus the front left headlight. It's going to come round 130R now for the final time. Oh, are you right there, Jim?
Nando just lost it on the fight with Rompu.
Oh, it's Fury. That was Fury. Oh, it sounded like you've been like someone smacked you in the stomach there. Oh.
Excuse me a minute, guys. Simplay comes to finish the race in 5th place. He's got Rompu right behind him. Rompu has got a penalty.
Yeah, it's close.
Oh my god.
No, he holds on just. Nando comes over in 7th place. Great job there from Nando. Good recovery in that race.
It was his mum from Fury's grand.
What?
It's Fury's mum, apparently.
Oh.
According to Fury's granddad, it was.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining us on the stream. Great win by Maze Gamer in that one. Taking the double at Suzuka tonight. BT Targa, well done on the podium, and Swiftmeister finishing 3rd. Guys, join us in a few minutes' time for the LMP2s coming up very shortly. And all subs are going to be on the track for that one. Looking forward to it. Oh, and Fury as well.
Yeah, as long as Fury doesn't get in my way too much, I'll be happy.
Don't you get in my way? I won't get in yours.
Well, look out for some first lap scuffles between these two boys then, guys. I'm going to be joined in the commentary box by Ian for that one. Looking forward to having him in the box alongside me. G, you going to be racing as a reserve for the LMP2s?
No.
No, not for this one. Not for this one.
Oh.
Thank you.
Fair enough. Down there just getting a cup of coffee by the sounds of it in the background, but we're about to go for the LMP2 guys in a few moments' time.
I was saying thank you to G for not entering, but...
Oh, right. Thought someone had bought you a coffee or something. Alright. Right, guys, catch you in a minute for LMP2. Stay tuned, stay around. Back in a mo.